Hello, welcome to Super High Graphics. First, let's take a look at the intro. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel because our videos will help improve your growth and creativity.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Super High Graphics again. It's so good to have you guys here today. So now let's get started. I want to make a simple church flyer. So delete what you have on your screen. Now let's set the background size. You come here, just follow my cursor. If it is your first time, just follow this cursor right here. Now the next thing you get to do is come and click this three dot above here. Then you come to image size. This is where we get to set the background size that we want to make use of. So this first one here, you just erase what you have here and type in 995. Click on done. You don't have to touch this other one. It's okay like this. So you just okay it. Now you can see the background size it gave us. This is really beautiful. Now the next thing is to select the background color. In this case, if you want to select the background color, by the time you click on this side, you can see color. But let's just make use of this color and go forward because the background color wouldn't really have any effect as we move on. So now come back here. So what I want to make use of, I have an image that I want to make use of. So I'll just go in and bring in the image. Okay, right here is the image. You can see this image now. This will be one of the unique factor of our design. Now just spread it a little to cover the page, just like that. Now you can spread it further. So with this, you can just position it right above here. You can see that. Now the next thing we are going to do is just to create a shape. Create a rectangular shape like this. While this is here, just come down and come and click on gradient. Click on gradient. Now I want to create a blur effect. It's something like this that I have right here, but I have to show us how I do get it. Click on this plus sign. Now I have to be very careful. Most people don't get it when I do this thing, so just watch carefully. There are two color palettes here, two colors here. 1, 2. You can see, follow the cursor. 1, 2. So that is it. Now to select the color for each of these side, I'll have to click on that particular one. So now I'll have to click on this one right here, this one, then click on this color pick 2. Then you come here. This side, the one that I selected right now is the one that I want to make it totally transparent. So I'll just bring this last one, bring it to the last part like this. Okay, that. Now come back to this other side. You can see now I have an effect already. You can bring it to, let's say, bring it up so as it can be high like this, so as you can have whatever gradient. Okay, so that is it. Now you can see with this being done, the next thing I can do is I can just click on OK. I have a gradient effect already. Now I'll just have to spread it to cover the page. So I have it like this. The next thing that I want to do now is to scroll down and come to color. This is where you get to select the color of your choice that you want to make use of. You can see the effect already. This is good. So now let's make use of a color. Let's make use of purple color. Purple color is something like this. Can be this, but I want it to be a little bit deeper. So I'll just select this color. Let me give us the color code for those that won't be able to get this color. Click on this plus sign. Whatever color code that I'm giving you, you just click on this pen icon and enter it right here. You can see the color code. Okay, now okay, so you just okay it when you enter the color code. So the color code is #17198 letter B. You can see that's the color code right here, 17198B. okay that, and you will have the same color that I have on the screen right here. I'll try and make this image available for us that wants to recreate this exact same design, but you can create it in with a different color. It can be orange color, it can be pink color, it can be green color, so it doesn't matter if you are using the same color. So now with this being done, you can see there is this space, like it is still showing that the picture is cut up, so I'll have to adjust this a bit too, so you can see this. So I'll just spread this back down, so as it won't show that there is a cutting of this image. Now this is good, you can see this. I love the effect that I'm getting here. So with this, I'll just okay that and come to layer and just lock this transparent, excuse me, okay, and just lock this transparent effect here. Okay, so as it won't move, I can lock the both of them so as it won't move again. The next thing I will just do now is just to write in the text that I have, which is, let's say, Women Prayer Week. So the first one that I will type is women, just like that. So I can make the initial, the first one, a capital letter. Okay, and just bring it to this. Just bring it to the center like this. You can increase the size. Now let's go for font. You just come down, scroll down in your color on your icon palette here and click on font. Now for this to be beautiful, I want to make use of the signature font. So you can just make a lot of signature fonts right here, so you can make use of any one that you feel like it's good for your design. Let me just go for something that I feel like would be good. It can be anything at all. It doesn't really have to be maybe the same thing of the nature of what I'm going to use. You can use something different. Okay. Okay, it can just be anything at all. Let me just go with one of these. So just something like this. You can spread it over like this. Okay, now good. The next thing we are going to do now is just to type in another text, which is now, let's say, prayer. Just prayer. Okay, make this one a capital letter. Bring this one right here and just come here. You can increase the size, but first, before we stick to a specific size, let's go and get the font for this one also. So under font, if you have been a follower of this of graphic designing right from when I started this page, by now you already know that. Okay, I do used to say something: if you're a complete beginner, stick to two fonts so as you can get your styling right. But if you are no longer a beginner, you can now combine as many fonts as possible to get a beautiful outcome of your design. So in this case, let me just select another font. This one, I think I made use of Evers. No. Okay, so here you can just make this. You can see I'm trying to set it so as everything will be in a particular pattern where one won't be longer than the other. Okay, good. Now the next thing is, let's get a color for this text. Okay, you just come to color. Okay, since it's women stuff, women love a lot of more of pink, but in this case I want to be a little bit of pink and red, so I think something like this will work. Let me give us the color code. Now the color code for this is E40146. E40146. That's the color code right here. You can see it. Okay, so pink, white, and purple. This is a combination that I'm going to use for the whole of this design. Now you have it right here. The next thing is, let me bring this women up front. Like, just come back here and bring it to the front like this. Good. Now scroll down for you to have to differentiate it between to differentiate this design from that which is from the prayer, I'll just come to shadow and just enable the shadow. You can see this is okay, but I want to make the shadow, let's say I want to make it a little black, let's say black, but I want to make it lighter like this. You can see it. Okay, this is good. Now just okay that. Now it's a little bit different. You can see the effect on the red part. Now the next thing we are going to do is just to, let's say prayer week. Let's type in the week now. Capital letter. Okay, and just bring this one down here. Let's make use of you can get another font for it, but let me just make use of the same font that I made use of here, which is Bebas. No, okay, just like this. You can increase the size of this, just center it. You can come and use your relative positioning here, position it at the center just like that. Okay, good. The next thing that I'm going to do now is to come and select a background, like background for the text. Enable this to give you something like this. But I want the background to be a good black color, so under here, while we are still under background, I'll select black color. Now for it to spread out more, I'll give it, let's say, left paddling of, let's say 10, and right paddling of 10 also. Let's make it a round figure of 10. Now this is good. Okay, you can see the effect now. Now I like this. You can bring this down a little. You can even place it stylishly like above the red, but I don't want it to be above the red, so I'll just bring it down a little. Now like this. For this to be really stylish, let me duplicate it and just bring it down here like this. I want it to be stylish a little, so I'll just send this one, the one that is above this. Now I'll just come and send it like to the back. I don't want it to be behind the purple. It has gone behind the purple, but while it is still highlighted, you can bring it back to the front. So you can just come to the layer here and just drag it to be behind this one, just like that. Okay, now you can see how you can easily get that without really. Now let's go back to the background. While it is still highlighted, you come back to background and come and change the color to, let's say, the same color red that we have. Same color like this. You can see it. Okay, but I don't want it to, it's still showing on this side. I don't want it to show on this other side. So I'll just use my positioning to adjust it a little like this. I don't want it showing, so just make it something like this. You can see it. Okay, this is how simple and beautiful this can be. Now the next thing that I'll just do is, you can just include any other thing here. Let's say I want to add now, let's say the date. You can just type in the date, like say 04 to 10th, like 10th, 10 December 2022. Yeah, something like this. Now for this, and just make it simple, or let's make use of the same font that we are making use of. Recent papers now. Okay, now you can see this, so you can just position this right here. Right here, you can reduce the size further. Okay, now for this to be properly aligned, you can just come to relative positioning and just align it to the center like that. Okay, the next thing that we can do to just wrap up this design on this first page, like what you can do now is just, let's say we want to add okay, time. Let's add time. Just duplicate this, edit it like, okay, let's say from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. just like that. Okay, delete this one. Okay, now you can increase the size of this one. I don't like this font. All I'll just do is come back to font and come and select a different font. Let me come back to my normal font, come back and select a much easier, bolder font. Sorry about that. Let me. So we're trying to select the font before the interruption. Now the next thing that we are going to do here is just to let me get a good font for this. Okay, I have this right here. I can just reduce the size this much. Okay, bring this here. Because of the color that came in, this thing was distorted. That's the upper letters were distorted, but that notwithstanding, I can just take my time to rearrange them like this. Now, to just rearrange this, I can just click on layer here, click on this. That's now I want to bring all these items that I have here, I want to bring them up. So I'll just come here and just come and select, let's say from the weak aspect, select it, select this, and select this. Then you click on this right here, and click on this right here. So you can just take your time to just move it up, just like that. You can see it, just like that. Little by little, you move it up, and your work will not be. This will save you the time of moving the items one after the other. So now let me rearrange it. You can see the underlying red or pink has shifted to the other side. So let me rearrange that also. Okay. Okay, so I've done that. The next thing is you can, let's say, the name of the church. Now let's name it Chris. Either Chris Worship Center or Christ Worship Center, whichever one. Let's just say that's just the name of the church. The initials, let's make the initials capital letter, like that. Okay, now let's just reduce the size of this to, like, let's say 15. Let's check the size. Okay, it's still bigger. Let's make it 15. Okay, now for this to have a good spread and easy to read, you can just come to spacing and just space the letters. So you can space it as much as you see fit. It doesn't necessarily have to have a specific number, but in this one I'm using 15, so you can arrange it the way you see fit also. So now let me just duplicate this, and let's say I want to add the venue of the program. Like, you can just add something like Mapuche. Nigeria, something like that. So let's make this one also capital letter. So that is just how simple this can be. And just come and position it underneath this place like this. You can see, use your relative position to center it. Thing is distorted, is no longer at the center, but you can see how everything is coming together little by little and so beautiful. So you've done a very beautiful design like this. Let me rearrange this my credential. Okay, now this is good. What you just have to do now is just to click on this right here and save this design. Save this design. This is just like the first aspect of the design. We're going to like finish it up and brand it in a way that we want. So this, like I always say, save your work with ultra ultra like this, then you get to ultra, then you save it. So that is it. The next is, okay, I'll just select a fresh background. Having saved your work, ensure you save it, and you can save it as project also, so as you don't miss out on it. So I'll just click on the fresh page. The same thing, get the same image size, like 995. Okay, great. Now here, delete what you have on your screen. Come to background color and just let's make use of color now. Let's make use of the pink color as the background color. Great. The next thing now is let's create a shape. I just want to create like a shape like this, something like this. Okay, now let's make it a radius of 10. Radius 10, you can see this. Okay, good. Now all you just have to do is center this properly. Okay, the next thing is click on this shape that we created. The reason for creating this is to give us a curvy edge, which is the radius curve. Now you just come to texture, click on this image side, and to bring you to your phone folder. So you just go to your Pixel Lab folder, the image that you just had downloaded, that is what you just go and pick. Just go and pick it like that. Now you can see this. You can see this beautiful design that we've created. The next thing is, let's say if your image is overlapping, like some part, you can see some part of the upper end is showing a little. Just click on it like this, then you come back to texture, just enable this, and it will have a full, it will cover the page in full, just like this, so you don't have to stress much. And here you have it, so you can increase the size if it doesn't, if you feel like the size is not enough for you. So here is it. The next thing is you can just make use of some kind of shadow to beautify your design. Let me go and pick a shadow effect. You can use your shadow effect in your Pixel Lab, but in this case let me just go to one of my shadow effects that I've had downloaded over time. Now see, I want to pick a shadow effect of something like this. Okay, this is good. I got it at first glance. This is good. Now you can just bring this down here. You can see this shadow effect. Just position it properly like this. When you are using shadow effect for your designs, be very careful. Some people, when they are using shadow effect, they don't pay attention to the details, and their shadow effects gets to have lappings. You can see little, and some of these little things can make your work not to come out very well. So ensure you arrange it properly like this. You can see some spacing on this side, and I'm trying to cover that spacing. So having arranged it properly like this, the next thing you just do is just to send it to the back. You can see the effect is very little, but you can see the effect, shadow effect, like it's resting on the pink background. So for this, I'll just come and lock this so as to avoid movement. So if you have logo order informations, you can place it around this pink part. So let me just add something like, let's say maybe social media handle, or let's just say Super High Graphics. Let's say for all your graphics designs and illustrations. Let me make this first one a capital letter. Okay, so now I have it. You can reduce the size like this, so you can position it right here. Doesn't really have to be this zoom, but yeah, this is just like something you can do. You can use your positioning to arrange it properly. just like this. So you can just duplicate that, edit it, and just, let's say, super high graphics now. Okay, so you just bring this one to this other side. It can just be something like this, and you can as well create some nice designs. Logo up here, you can place your logo up here. You can do some other customization and just place it around this place to beautify this design. So yeah, thank you for watching. If this was really helpful, like, subscribe, comment, and let me see your ideas on things we can improve on and how we can grow and get better together as a community. Thank you, and